Hello and welcome to the latest episode of Construction Week's Expert Interview Series, which brings to you some of the most well-known names from the region's built environment who talk about everything from technologies to challenges, as well as what does the future behold for the region's construction sector. With us today is Joseph Chiriag, General Manager of Emirates Building Systems, a subsidiary of Dubai Financial Market listed Dubai Investments that specializes in the construction of high-rise steel buildings. Thank you so much for joining us on the show, Joseph.
No, thanks for inviting me. It is my pleasure.
Let's get started with right away. Talk to us about the steel fabrication business in the time of COVID-19. What kind of supply chain disruptions did you face and overcome? We know that the supply market was majorly impacted because of the restrictions due to COVID-19. So if you could just talk to us, how did it affect the steel fabrication business?
We started implemented and rolled out various measures to combat COVID-19. Obviously, our overall EBS businesses were affected to the significant interruptions and supply chain disruptions. We try to mitigate these disturbances by adopting measures and taking timely actions in line with the rules and regulations implemented by UAE government, and in full commitment to protecting and safeguarding all our employees and ensuring production continuity. As the key industries like manufacturing continued production to meet the local and the international demands, as most of the projects, as you know, in the construction industry did not stop. So EBS, we stocked and maintained for a minimum. Normally, our stock it is for 5 to 6 months of raw materials and consumable to secure and continue our production and maintain our schedules. So our stock we took as we anticipated, and we bought more stock, which was not really difficult for us. And our production continues as normal. I would not say it is normal 100%, of course, but it was at 80-90%.
Moving ahead, what are some of the challenges with building steel structures for complexly designed projects? How would you want to explain that? Because we understand that your company has been working with high-rise steel building projects, and you've been working with such intricate projects for a very long time now.
Normally, challenges when we have any complex project start from the design, fabrication, transportation, and erection at site, definitely. And also another challenges are ordering of materials, because some projects, the grade of these materials are not available. These are special grades where which we have to order from specialized mills and not currently available, easy available.
Yeah.
Challenges are there, but also another challenge is to close. I mean, we have to close coordinating between the parties, the consultant, the contractor, subcontractor, this kind of coordination, which it has to be done during the execution of the project.
Yeah.
Means the first challenge, starting from the design, we have to do some optimization in the design to have to optimize also the cost, because at the end, the client, even if the project is too much complicated, we have to do it in I would say in a simple way, even if it is complicated, simple way, to take into consideration to optimize the cost, and taking also into consideration the equipments which are required later on, either in fabrication or during installation, as well as the skill, the manpower required to do this project. And we as EBS, we did a lot of complicated projects. I would say most of our projects are complicated, started from high-rise building to metro stations, airport terminals. Recently, we are doing a lot of pavilion in Expo 2020, and the shape of each pavilion is different than the others. These are complicated, either with dome, with curve, with twisted structures, and all this. But nothing, I would say, everything can be done, but when you are planning properly, you design properly, taking into consideration the difficulties which you might face later on during the execution, and this is what we have advantage. We are not just a consultant or what we call design only, but we anticipate the difficulties which other contractors, even our people, will face during the fabrication and during transportation and installation.
One of the points that you mentioned about collaboration being the very key element is actually very important for the construction industry. Moving ahead, in terms of adoption of technology, how is EBS acting towards, the technology focus, including the adoption of BIM for your project, 3D modeling, as well as, artificial intelligence?
Engineers and engineering team are following the latest softwares and codes. The drawings were done 3D modeling. Let's say we have Tekla model, which is directly linked to BIM in order to facilitate the coordination. Okay. Our model is given to the consultant and to our contractor, and they are implementing it in BIM, and they start adding the other data on it. Okay. As well as our drawings are released to the fabrication for their CNC electronically to our CNC machines, which are also installed in our factory. So we are using this kind of technologies to facilitate our, of course, our work, and to facilitate not only the engineering work, as well also our fabrication work. So all our equipments inside our factories are with the latest technology, taking into consideration. We keep updating them from time to time, and these are facilitating our fabrication processes.
That's interesting to know how technology is actually helping you with your engineering as well as fabrication business.
Definitely. Because if you see before, let's say 10, 15 years, even before, we were using AutoCAD. Now these days, we are not using AutoCAD. Okay, we are using it in certain places. We cannot avoid it 100%, but we are using another softwares which are more sophisticated, more quicker, and more accurate. Yeah, we are trying to minimize human error even while using these new softwares and new technologies.
Moving ahead, we know that when it comes to sustainability, steel structures are one of the most important elements that we talk about. So how, according to you, not just within EBS, according to you, within the industry, is steel structures helping preserve the environment and reducing the carbon footprint?
Well, steel is a sustainable choice to the green building concept. This is what I can say. Due to the significant global environmental impact of building construction through water and energy use, gas emissions, solid waste. So steel is the main construction material which can be appropriate choice that represent interesting solution to fulfill the green building standards.
Okay.
Now, for steel, we have the characteristics, the durability of the steel, the adaptability of the steel, and the recycling also of the steel. This, which it has to be considered, and are highly to be considered during the construction and the sustainability principle.
On to my last question, Joseph. What are your plans? Like, what are EBS's plans for 2021? Where do you see the company, in the next year? And what do you think will the industry be like probably over, next 2 years or maybe 5 years or so?
At present, we are focusing to penetrate African market. And in fact, we started from last year penetrating into African market. We have a presence at present. We have offices in Mauritania, in Mali, in Ghana, in Senegal, in Ivory Coast, in Ethiopia, in Angola, in Nigeria. So we have our business, and we are focusing on African market. Of course, we are focusing also on our regional market here. So what we are expecting to get 40-50% from our sales from African market in the coming 2 years, starting from 20. In fact, we have a lot of orders now, which recently were signed in Africa. One of them is Mali power station, another one is in Senegal power station. These are big project, and the clients like to work with us due to our portfolio, the size of the projects which we executed previously, and even the complexity project. So we have more than 23, 24 years of experience, and this one, it is giving us a push, and it's giving also the consultant and the client and developer, they are giving them confidence to work with us. So this is what we try to create as a confidence between us, between client, and between our suppliers. And this is what I believe it is the most important while doing business. Of course, you have to maintain a commitment. Of course, you have to study your prices very carefully, and you have to deliver on time. So, you know, time, price, and the quality, these factors are the major, of course, the trust between client and between contractor and subcontractor, between us and our client and the authorities are very important. So what I see EBS after 1 year and 2 years generating more projects from African countries.
On that note, we've come to an end to this video. Thank you so much for joining us today, Joseph. It was wonderful having you on our show and knowing more about EBS's projects in the region and its expansion in the African market.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thanks for your team as well. Thank you.
To all our viewers who've been tuned in, don't forget to hit the like button and share this video with your friends and colleagues. We will come back soon with another interesting episode in the Expert Interview series. Until then, thank you very much for watching and goodbye.